Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wisdom, Wine, and Whatever podcast. And my name is Maria. You can also call me Cell. And this is my second episode. And like what I've said, what I'm going to share to you today is 50 lessons, life lessons that I have learned in the last 50 years. Um, as I have mentioned that I just turned 50 last year, and it's true that when you turn 50, you will just really look back in those 50 years and then think about what has been. And you will also think about looking forward, moving forward. Like, I might not have 50 years, right? So that's what I'm going to share with you today are my reflections in when I turned 50. So the first lesson is celebrate your life while you can. And why is that the first lesson? Let me just uh, share with you first why I decided to have a party when I turned 50. So I never had a big party for myself in the last 50 years. So I'm here in Canada. I've been living here for 17 years now. I have a Down syndrome child. She is turning 16 this year. But originally, I'm from the Philippines. So in the Philippines, in our culture, one of the traditions is to have a big party when you turn 18. I believe here in North America it's about 16 when you like a sweet 16 party. In the Philippines it was 18, like a debut. I never had that. I also didn't have a church wedding. So like what I've said, I never really had a big party for myself, and never. So about 2 years before I turned 50, I asked myself, what will I do? Because I have some friends who just celebrated 50 by traveling. Was thinking, is that something that I wanted to do? Or I don't know. Then I thought, why don't I celebrate and have a party for myself, like, wearing a gown, since, like what I've said, I never had one. So I did. I was so excited about that party. For those of you who know me personally, but you know that I like to organize. I'm usually the organizer of events, the host, the MC. Uh, I like to pay tribute to other people. So in this case, I thought, who would do that for me? So I planned the party. I organized the party, and I said, like, I will have a theme. I will have, like, souvenir and stuff. So all the works. So that was two like 2 years before I turned 50. And then come 2020, like 2024, I was having second thoughts of having that big party, because it's not really a big party, but it's a party. For me, it's already big, right? So I said, I think I will not be doing that anymore, because wasn't, when I was thinking about turning 50, I was not expecting this. I was like expecting more, and I felt like I failed myself, and I don't deserve to have a 50th party. Yeah, that's one thing about me, is I really have a problem of self-esteem, or like I always bash myself. So anyway, I was having a conversation with my older sister. She's in New Jersey. And I told her, ate. Ate is a big sister, like an older sister. That's a Tagalog word. And I told my ate, like, I think I will not be pursuing the plan of having a 50th party. And then she asked me why, because I told her, like, I feel like it's not worth celebrating. I was expecting more. Like when I reached 50, I would be achieving all of these things, and I didn't. And then she told me, like, it's not that. It's you should celebrate 50. It's a big thing. It's a milestone. And now I understand why it is a milestone. And this is the reason why I would like to share this with you. And this is what I have realized talking to my sister and my other friends, that first, not everyone reaches the age 50. That's why it's a milestone. It's actually an achievement that you're still alive, that you are 50. And yeah, and you know, that is so true because I lost my mom. We lost our mom when I was 18, and I think she was 51 due to kidney failure. So, yes, not everyone reaches the age of 50, so it is a milestone. And that's my mom. And then back in 2023, I lost my brother in law to aneurysm. He was in New Zealand. My daughter and I went to New Zealand to be with my sister because my other sister is in New Zealand. He was 51 also when we lost him to aneurysm. And you don't need to have a lot of achievements to deserve a big celebration or even just to celebrate your 50th. It's just being alive, being healthy, maybe not that healthy, but just being alive, waking up every day, and that, hey, I am 50 and it's already a reason to celebrate. So, this is the reason why I am sharing this with you, because life, whatever age, is worth celebrating. Every day is worth celebrating. It is a cliche. Probably you heard this several times, but when you experience losing someone at an early age, or even at an early age, when you experience losing someone really close to you, may it be a family, a relative, or a friend, you would know that life itself is worth celebrating. Even though you haven't achieved all your dreams, or even if you feel you don't deserve them, or you don't have, like, you failed in life or you failed yourself, just like I felt that I did, then doesn't matter. It is worth celebrating. Whatever your stage in life, whatever you have achieved, whether you wherever you are, as long as you are alive and whatever age, like what I've said, it is worth celebrating. And the reason why I keep on repeating this, because I myself experienced, I lost my mom when she was 51, and then I lost my dad when he was 59. And I've been without parents for a long time now, and I s- I still forgot about why we should be celebrating life, especially when I feel down or depressed, or like what I've said, when you reach the age of 50, I don't know, but I asked my friends who turned 50 before me, and they said like they felt the same way, they thought the same way. Like, you look back the 50 years ago, and then it's scary to look forward because I'm reaching the, like, in 10 years I'll be 60. In 15 years I'll be 65. Am I can I afford a retirement that my dream retirement? Or maybe I'll die, especially me that I have a Down syndrome child. It's so scary to look forward. So 50 is a big thing. And actually, here's a funny thing. Few years like before my sister turned 50, our eldest, she was so scared of turning 50 because she remembered that our mom was that we lost our mom at age 51. So she was so scared, and I was like, at that time, I don't get it. I didn't get it. Like, why are you so scared turning 50? And then when it was my turn, then that's the time that I understood why. And there's a lot of things going on when you turn 50, like, the hormones, especially for women. I don't know with men. I'm sorry, cannot relate to that. But the hormones, and there are things that you just can't help but think about. But then again, the bottom line is you have to celebrate your life no matter what. Life is a gift. And most of us, tend to we tend to neglect or forget how precious life is. But if you will, sorry, kind of itchy here. So, but l- if, if you tell that to someone who's in the deathbed or in the hospital, or people who are in hospice, or those who lost, like what I've said, family members, or friends, then you would realize how precious life is. And actually, it's just funny. Like, now I'm just thinking about it. Like, why have I ever thought of not celebrating my 50th, when in fact, when I had my daughter, when I gave birth to her, I we were actually celebrating her birthday every year until the age 9, and then we're celebrating it again when this year when she turned 16. Ha- like, why was I celebrating that? Because she has Down syndrome, and we're very, very lucky to have her, and she's healthier than other Down syndrome kids, and that alone is worth celebrating. When I had her, I was very scared because of everything, of all the possible complications of Down syndrome. And I don't even know if she will be healthy, or if she will be okay, or if she will live long or something. So I told myself we have to celebrate her birthday every year, because it's 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 not just worth celebrating, but it's a sign, or it's our show. We're showing our appreciation for having her, that she's alive and healthy, and that for just being grateful that we have her. But then again, it's funny that I forgot about that when it was my turn. And it you have to celebrate, whether not because of just for my child who has Down syndrome, or for those with disabilities, or like if you are alive right now and healthy, or even not healthy but you're still alive, and you're still with you're still here on earth. It's a blessing. People There are some people who are fighting for life. There are some people who are struggling to be alive today. And some of us, including me, I I tend to forget how blessed I am that I am alive and healthy. Maybe not that healthy, but just being here. And yeah. So, that's the first lesson. And I hope that you will think about, or uh, that you will not be like me, that you will reach the age 50. That's the only time that you will realize this. I hope that whatever your age are right now, this would at least help you realize the value of life, the value of you. So, yes, so that's the first lesson. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Um, if this resonates with you or inspires you a bit, or if you have any other comments, or if you even like this episode, I would appreciate if you subscribe on my channel, my podcast. Like and subscribe and share this. And I will try to, um, again, just to give you a background, this is my first time to have a podcast. Actually, last year, I guested on a podcast. It's called the Discovery Series with Unplugged, Discovery Series Unplugged by Desjardins. That's an insurance company here in Canada. I guested. I think I'm on episode 45. Sorry, it's in Apple and it's on Spotify. So I also shared my story in that podcast, and that's actually one of the reasons why I decided to have my own podcast. It's scary, but I was so inspired to have my own podcast. People were saying that I have a story to tell, that I have to amplify my voice, and I thought like maybe this is the perfect platform to share my story. For the people who know me personally, you also know that they know that I like to talk. But one of the things that I am not very comfortable with is to share my story. I like to talk, even public speaking, but I'm a very private person. I'm not quiet, but when it comes to personal matters, that's something that I am struggling with. So, this is a big thing for me to share my story, to share my thoughts, not scripted, and, putting myself there. I'm scared actually, but I just feel that I need to really share my story. Maybe some will be inspired. I am not here to be popular or have a million followers, but of course, if I do get that, why not? It's a blessing, right? But the purpose of this podcast is really to just amplify my voice. Uh, and if there's one, even just one soul that will be inspired, then that's already a big thing for me. So I will be sharing more as we go along the way. Again, like what I've said, this is just my second episode, so I apologize if it's not that interesting or I'm just going on circles, but I think that's the purpose point of the podcast, right? It's real talk. It's not scripted. If you have questions or comments, but I hope that be be nice, be nice. Share down below, and then if you have other questions, I will try to answer them. And yeah, so thank you so much if you listen to this. Thank you so much. And I promise that I will give you more inspiring stories, or, you know, that you will learn something from this podcast. And if you will listen, it's not going to be a waste of your time. So thank you so much. And again, it's Maria or Sel. Oh, by the way, I'm just to give you an idea, I'm a financial and life coach. I'm I'm originally born and raised in the Philippines, but here in Canada. And I would love to hear from you. I will share more of the things that I will be doing. This is my newest adventure. If you have also questions about money and about life and other things, we will talk about that in the next few episodes. So thank you so much for listening. And until next time, this is Maria from the Wisdom, Wine, and Whatever podcast. Thank you.